Hi, Susanna here. Well, I'm back again to do a bit more stitching with this guy after doing a bit more repair work on this. I'll just show you how I've come along because it had so much, like glue and indentations. I decided to fill it all in. I think he looks rather cute, and I thought I'll go over some of these bits with this. I still want to do a little bit more because that's all fairly flat, and I'm wondering whether I fill that in too to make it flat. But I think, it's a the red-breasted robin, and it sort of puffs out, but I still may. It needs a little bit more colour and texture and all that here. I've still got to iron it down, and I did more leaves as well because I only had done a few. And yeah, so I'm so much happy with how this looks. And I noticed a few people purchased the robin, where is it, the robin pattern. So I had scheduled I fixed the problem thing for Thursday, but I thought I'd better put it on the Wednesday because a few people were buying it and I didn't want them to put this on the wrong way. So okay, so and I thought, well, since I got everything out, I'll continue working on with this. Got all the walls and everything out. Really happy with how it looks. Just look how it looks in there. Yeah, see, he's rather cute. So and I did the feet going over the top, which is cute. So I'm really happy with how he's looking. So in the next video I'm going to do wool felt work written on the bottom, because I think embroidery is probably going to be a bit too big, and I might just have to write it with a pen or even just stitch it, because I may not be able to see it on there, maybe in white. Okay, well, you'll see this on Tuesday. Okay, now, so very happy with that, and I'm glad I figured it out. So in the last video I was sort of still haven't, I got this bit of thread down here to hold this down a little more, but today I think I'm going to work here since I've got this thread there. So don't know whether I cut in a little more. Got these bits down there, but I might put them down. And in the meantime too, I found some more bits and pieces. Look at this. I've got this little tin with all these beautiful 3D things, which I think I did ages ago when I was doing journaling. I think I might have made these for my retreat in 2020, and the girls that did the woodland one got this, were on their cover. So even though that rose is rather beautiful and the colours work, I'm just wondering whether I shove that over the top, because I've got what else have I got? I found this beautiful leaf, and I've got this, I have got this little box full of bits and pieces, and I think some of these colours may go, really give it a 3D texture. So who knows? See, got some more leaves, and yeah, I think they're more of the, I think they were pansies or whatever they were, but they almost look like leaves. So if I wanted to, I could probably take this out, this middle bit, and use some of these as leaves, because they're quite dark, and I might be able to incorporate some of those pieces down there. But I do like that. And if I can do one each side. Even though these are like the brown, it would probably work. I mainly got it for the background colour. I reckon I'm going to do that, you know, and stitch in there and cover that over the top. Still got that brown one there. Maybe stick out this leaf. And I also, when I got some of these sequences and these bits and pieces from Reclaimed Textiles, and I'm thinking, you know, some of these bits and pieces might go in there too with a bit of beading. It's going to be a bit of work, but this is not a, like I said when I first started, it's not a quick project. Here we go. See, that might work. Have some of these flowers in here. No saying that you can't have green. So, gotten everything out. Even got a bit of purple, which I think may... Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, that's cute. How many have I got? Only got 3, I think. Okay. I think that's going to go down there. 1, 2, at least these are getting used up. 3, and then I can chuck this in the bin. And whether I put them down here to bring out that purple, or because that would look really cute, wouldn't it? Oh, it's so cute. You probably can't see what the heck I'm talking about. See? I may cut further down and just glue them and have them. Definitely one needs to go there, and I quite like having that stem. I might couch the stem down and maybe one there and one there, and that way it draws that purple out. Guess, look, what does it look like over there? Oh, that's cute, but we don't want to take away, move these bits out of the way from that. I think that one definitely needs to go there, and then maybe a small one here, have it going down. Then we could probably actually have that there, and maybe going on a bit of an angle. I think that's cute. There you go. So that draws out that purple. I like that, and I think that doesn't look too bad either. Oh, it doesn't look great in the yeah, I think that one's better. This one doesn't look great in the camera. Okay, well, work in progress. Okie dokie. Well, I'm wondering, do I sew them down now? They're so cute, but no, getting distracted. I am going to my fingers are freezing. Keep this in here, and I might shape these just a tad more. I think they seem a little just sort of a bit squarish. Need to be a bit more rounder. There we go. They're pretty good. I don't think they're too fray. Make a bit of, so like here, I don't know if I'm going to sew it down. I'm just going to keep it 3D a little bit. A little bit fray here, but yeah, leaves aren't perfect. Now, I think that's not too bad, only a bit square there. There we go. Now, so how are we going to do this again? I wonder, where was the one with the multicolour leaves? Pretty red. I might even incorporate some of these in there. You don't need to use them as flowers. Come on. Got that part off. Now, let's see if I can drag it out that side. I think it's been glued on. Well, my hands are a bit cold. What I might do is just go snip, because I think they're attached anyway. There we go. Hopefully I'm in camera. There we go. And this stubborn old guy, I'm going to cut a couple. So I'll do that while I'm here. That way we've got 8 leaves, because you need them in consecutive order. What am I saying? No idea. Okay. Yeah, if you're going to get a couple, you need a few more than just a couple. So I'll come back in and shape them if I need to. Okay. Get this bit here. Don't like it at all. That's coming off. Oh, now these are a good colour. Put this back. Okay. So you can use all sorts of stuff. We'll start stitching soon, guys. But like I said, work in progress. Okay. Have a look if I'm zoomed in and I'm in. Yep. I'll zoom it in once I start stitching. This one's got a bit more of a point. And get right in there. Oh geez, it's cold. I got these from Gail's Patchwork Emporium. She sells all sorts of stuff, and she sells these beautiful little flowers. And even though this is half a leaf, I am going to grab it anyway, because you can tuck it under. Okay, there's that one. I think these colours probably work better. So how are we all going? How are you guys that have bought this kit? Have you made a start on it yet? Now that I'm actually doing some more videos, might inspire you to do it. Not the easiest thing cutting these babies, because I don't want to be cutting into the other leaf or petal. Okay, now get all the bits and pieces off here. Okie dokie. Now, that's for the bottom. Okay. I think my pins are in another container. I think I might have bought this for my mannequin because I've got the golds and all that kind of stuff in there. So okay, now these are the bits that I've cut. Is it this one? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think so. So those ones, that's pretty red. I might use these ones over up here just to bring out some of that red. But I don't mind that one. Okay. And that one. Because they're a bit more browny red. Look at this little guy, he's cute. So I reckon these will probably work well with that. And they will. So what I probably need to do, having this there is bugging me, but I need it there. Okay. Nope. Yeah. Need something with a bit of a point. And I think we need something coming out that way. Then we can start putting these down. I think I need to get some pins or something. There we go. Well, this is squished. So it wasn't a half one, it was one folded in half. Okay. Now, there's that other leaf. It's a bit of trial and error, and we do need something tucked under there with his wing over the top. There we go. I reckon it just needs to go like that, and we need to stitch along there and maybe have that one go that way and a thing there. So what I need to do is stitch some of these down. What have we got? Yeah, I've got that on here. This is left over from when I was working on my guy. Okay. Yeah, it was a fairly, like yesterday was a windy day and today is a cold day. I'm just thinking, wonder if I should put that one there. I'm just going to put that with a actual needle. Yep. And then that one can go there. And then we come in and stitch them down. I'm going to need this. Yeah, here we go, rain. Okay, now I may zoom in. Here we go. We're adding everything to this one. Even this is more like it's my wool, you know, piece, but it's got not just wool and everything in there, it's got other stuff too. So seriously. My first stitch and I haven't even pulled it up properly. There we go. There we go. I thought I could feel it. You got these loop, you've always got to check the back. Ugh. Okay. Oh. The only thing with wool, not always easy to thread. Down. Now I'm just going to do a few small stitches with this because all I need for it to do is to be held down. Oh, goodness, crooked as a dog's hind leg. Seriously. Ugh. Okay. Not winning. There we go. Oh, here's the needle. I'm wondering where it went. I thought I had a different one. Okay, now, so I'll come in across here. Hold the corner of that down. Do love velvet leaves. Okay. The only trouble when you've got such a big piece, trying to get it. Now, I think it should be enough. I may come across again and maybe just hold that down there, I think, because it really is flipping up a little bit. Still get enough to have a bit of texture. Okay. Yeah, sometimes having a big piece, it doesn't seem to work too well. I love this piece. Sometimes you just work on something and you just really really love it and enjoy working on it. Okay, put that in there. Move some of these away. Leaves. Okay. Well, since I'm near there, have I got another thread? Nope. I'm going to go down. And just come in. You won't see that's going to be covered, so at least it's holding it down, which is what I want. Pin. Once again, crooked as a dog's hind leg. Oh, seriously. I think because it's just so firm and hard to get through because of the flies affix, so I wouldn't recommend use a light heat and bond. The one I've used is quite thick and really hard to get through, so not recommended. Maybe one more. Go up a little bit more. So I'm probably going to not do too much sewing on my bird because it's going to be too hard to get through. That's why I thought I'll put the wool on her whatever, the wing, and that way it's embellishing it without having to plow through too much stuff. Okay, I'm going to use this same one to sew the one on the bottom. So yeah, this is use what you've got at hand, and I'll stitch this one down. Okay, take that out. My little snail's wobbling over there. Okay, I'm wondering if this might be a little easier because it's gotten past that. Ah! And you have to cut it every time because it won't thread otherwise, because those will fray. Okay, there we go. Maybe one more, I think. And I probably may take it out on a bit of an angle on purpose. Okay. Maybe one more because it is quite a wide leaf. Okay. Okay. Some things we can get away with not stitching down too much. Because they've got enough texture on their own. Okay, now to sew our leaves on here. Or is that one longer? And then that one was going to come up with a leaf that way, so now this is going to be quite interesting, sewing these down. So I might have to go from there to there with a stem stitch and go across that way, and then these ones are just I might go that way and do a stem sort of coming down there. That will help hold that down too. Okay, I think I am going to stitch that off camera because I just need to bring it. I'm struggling because I'm having to stitch forward, so I'll stitch along there like that, and then I don't know whether I was going to have some more leaves tucked in there that brings out that colour. What I could probably do is stitch down the this, I think. Now because it is, that's probably the closest colour that I'm going to get. It's quite a big bit. Okay. It's not bad, but it's not quite right. I think that one is probably better, or even that one. This one could probably do both. Okay. And I've got this other one here. Okay. Okay. Ugh. That one's not going to work. This one. Because I've got another one of those leaves here. Could probably sew that down as well. Okay. I think it needs to come down here. Okay. Maybe move that out of the way. Maybe come it down a bit lower. There we go. Okay. Now if I can grab it without having to go underneath, that would be good. There we go. Ugh. well as Vicks does. Not always good. So you have your I jabbed my thumb today with the needle when I'm going like this, and it comes through and ow, it really hurts. So got so many projects on the go, it's just ridiculous, but that's how it is, isn't it? Now the seat's moved on me. Stay. Got to keep veering it back. Okay. Okay, back around, constantly moving just to get that better angle, better grip, and make sure that that is going to grab here. Yep, there we go. You can't even see the stitches, so it's a pretty good colour match, that's for sure. So there you go, some of the leaf shapes and some of the fabrics that you guys have in that kit, which is this velvet, can be used to embellish this birdie. And having these little velvet leaves is going to help with this. I was a bit worried about the velvet being the only part in there, so if I add some velvet leaves, it'll look all right. Okay. Okay. Now I probably don't need to do the top part because I am going to be putting the other piece on and stitching around that, so don't need to make work for myself. Okay. I'm going to make this less of a leaf shape on the top and more like a feather shape, but on the bottom it's all right having that leafy shape. There we go. Oh, that's cute. Now I'm just down here putting some glue on it. A couple of little spots here too, which I might come in with a few French knots. I think will look rather cute. Now we are just going to be holding this guy down, and it might be a little harder. Easier said than done. It's got a few layers to go through. Okay, I think this is going to be another stab stitch piece. Because it's got a bit of green in that, in this, I think it'll work. So, didn't think I'd be working on the birdie today, but you just do it as you see it. And I probably don't need to do any stitches because there's so much design in this piece here. It's doing the work for me. Quite a thick piece, which is what I want because it gives it that real 3D element, which is what my other bird that I've stitched has done. Ugh. Got to cut it every time. Okay. Don't know. Oh, goodness. And the trouble is when you know, because it's wool, and if you lick it, you get all these little wool fibres in your mouth, which is not pleasant. Okay. What I probably need to do before I film another episode is go around my homework and stitch these down, because they're bugging me. So I'm just going to go around with a maybe just a cream, a light cream. Actually, this guy, where is he? My usual go-to thing. I can't find him because there's so much crap everywhere. Here we go. This one, I'm wondering whether it's the right colour. It's not bad. So I'll go around and stitch these down with that, and then I can embellish afterwards, like what we did, you know, doing the invisible stitching at the start, holding everything down. Okay. Okie dokie. We're getting there. Probably need to do one more stitch, and then I'll have to replace that colour. There we go, because I don't want it coming out of the thread again. Okay. There we go. Okay, they're fairly big stitches, just enough to hold it down. You can see just how much you've done when you've done this. So that was the most work, stitching down that, doing the invisible stitch. That was quite a bit of work, but it's worth it, because that way you don't have to have all these pins. But then I've got pins in all these other little bits which I need to stitch down. Okay, wonder if that, there we go. Do a Jennifer, use what you have. What is a, what's the time, 43? Yep, still got a little bit of time to do a bit more. It's looking so cute. I'm really happy with those. They will look a lot better once they've got some stems, so it looks like they're not just hanging, you know what I mean? Gives you a bit of structure. Okay. I might come through here. Make sure it's being grabbed. And it's okay that you see a little bit of that green coming out through there, because that's just what wings and stuff do. Okay, coming down. Oh, really regret using such a thick heat and bond, because it's like ploughing through porridge. It's awful. You get such sore fingers. I mean, it's great in its place, because all the rest of it doesn't have it, thank goodness. Just the bird and the leaves around the bird. So when you're adding something like this to it, which is quite a bit of thickness, normally I could do, you know, like a bit of a slip stitch, but because it's so thick, I've got to do one stitch at a time, which slows the process right down and gives your fingers a good workout in the process. Okay. Getting there. So maybe I should start on stitching down some of these pieces that are sticking up everywhere, just to give my fingers a break and show you what I mean. Okay, I like that, really giving it some texture. Looks really good. Okay, how far away? See, I can't even see where I've stitched. That's how much of a good match it is. Yep, done it. Yep. I may come in and, where is it? Just to hold that down in the middle again and do some stitching, like, don't know if you'll be able to see it, it's a 9, or just some stitching, you know, along there, just to give it that, you know, it will hold that down. And that's, yeah, I think that's good idea. Sort of hold it in the middle. Okay, now my fingies need a rest, so what are we going to do? Might come back down here and stitch this guy down. Actually, I was thinking, do I put something here? Where was that one? I had the one, that really nice one. Hang on a minute. It's just so much crappier. It's hard to see what you're wanting to do. Okay, move these guys. Do I maybe want to put one of them up here just to blend it in? Colour works, that's for sure. I've got plenty of them, actually. Am I in camera? I hope so. Yep. Because I want to stitch that down, but if I'm going to do that, shape it into a more of a leaf, because I've got these guys and it's gonna bring that in here. Got so many of them, I think it'll tie it in a little bit. What about that way? That sort of looks a bit more like the leaf, but then I'm going to have to trim it down this way. Sorry guys. Make things work. It's too big. It doesn't really matter, even if I hack it to bits, it's okay. I think that's being sewn in. It's all right, I'll just cut that out. Okay. Now, I'm having an R-ing whether I'm going, that's where it is, that's what I was after. Yeah, see that would work really well there. This would work well there, just to get rid of some of that green, because it is a little on the greeny side. And then whether I'm going to do that or just sew that. That's what I want. There we go. As long as I got the shape, and then I'm going to stitch that down. Okay, that can go there. Sorry guys. Yep. I want it to look like it's going behind rather than on top. There we go. That works, and then it helped blend that one. So what I'm going to do, does that go on top or underneath? I don't know. Yes, look. So I think I like it on top. That'll work for now. Okay. Now, and that can be, I might even do another stem going in there, so that might work too. And here, see, it's got this metal piece, so I'm taking that off. That's to bend it, and so that is going to go there because it's quite a big piece. Okay, make sure that it stays where it's supposed to. And this piece I might just move out of the way for now. Stitch these down. That may work, but it's going to have to come in. And I'll have it coming out on the side. Okay. Hopefully I'm in camera. Well, I've got enough of these babies. It should be plenty to go, and I actually quite like that. I'm going to stitch that down. Okay, here we go. threads everywhere. This saves me having pins, which I haven't got any of really here at the moment. There we go. Definitely gives it more of that autumny thing, which I quite like. Okay, I do like that colour, so I'm going to stick with that colour. I don't think I'm going to put that on there too much. And I'll just stick with these guys. Okay, now, nope. Oh, that's nice, but not quite. Yeah, that might work. And this is too green. Too green. And I'm just wondering, that's probably too dark. Okay, I'm going to use this one. Okay, where is my pins? Have they been buried? Yep. Okay, so now I can do some stem stitch. I like that much better, I think, even though there is, like, it's got that green in here. I might keep some of the green on the top, but I definitely want to have some, you know, I want to incorporate some of these leaves so it looks like they're part of the picture. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start here. And then just do a stem stitch. See how much better it is when you haven't got flies affixed. It's so much easier. She says as she struggles. It's still like I can do this, whereas you know with the other, this one I have to do one stitch at a time. Whereas it's got a few layers to go through. This piece, and the felt at the back. Oop. Okay. Yes, here I'm thinking I'm going to stitch some of these pieces down, but I need to do things first before I stitch them down. Okay. Okay. Hold them. It's still like the leaves of the rose, but it's just they've gone brown because it's autumn. I'm going to continue to stitch, cut some more of this off because I can see it in the background and I don't want it. Okay, there we go. Bit more, and even behind, underneath. Yeah, a few layers. How are we going for time, people? So what I might do is with maybe a back stitch. Stitch here. Just to give the leaves a little bit of texture. Okay, come back up here. Back to doing stab stitch, so I don't have to remove the fabric. See, this is why I want those down, because when you're doing stitching it grabs it. Here's another Oh, here's another leaf. Here's another leaf. Because it's got felt on the bottom, felt picks up everything, especially, you know, fabric of sorts. Okay, so we'll go here. Okay. There we go. Gives you some more food for thought on how I'm going to do this piece. So I'm hoping in the next episode that you see, I'm going to have these stitched down. See, and that needs to go down. In order for that to go down, I might even move it over a little bit. Yeah, and I don't mind that these have got edges because it sort of blends in a little bit. I need something to stitch it down, so I'll have them stitched down and be able to do more embellishing then. Okay guys, well, thank you very much. Oh, an hour. Oh my goodness. Yep, I will